Welcome to the More to Motherhood podcast. If you have a calling on your heart to play bigger, to impact more people with your business, mission, or the team that you've created, but you can't seem to get there, then this is the perfect podcast for you. Together, we will rise by smashing the glass ceilings and stepping into our greatest potential. Hi, I'm Kristen, busy wife and mama of 3, top 1% network marketer, and your new sassy best friend. I believe that as a busy mom boss, you have what it takes inside of you to be an incredible mom and an empowered businesswoman. If you're ready to do the work, I'm ready to be your BFF and mentor you on this journey to help you create your 6-figure side hustle and beyond. It's time to uncover the more inside of your motherhood. Let's do this.
All right. Hey, everyone. It's Kristen Samaniego, creator of Hot Mess 6-Figure Success Club and More to Motherhood. I am super excited because I know a lot of you have been asking about the Shopify store and like what I'm doing next to create income, because you guys know I'm a serial entrepreneur. And so I have been really looking and searching for something that wasn't network marketing, because I was kind of feeling a little bit burnt out with network marketing. Don't get me wrong, I love the industry, and I think it's such an amazing way to have an income stream. But for me, for this time in my life, when I have a lot of personal things going on with my family and my son, I just needed something else that was unique and was really going to revive me or get me more excited. And so I started digging in to do some research on Shopify stores and found out that you could create, for the most part, passive income with a done-for-you Shopify store, because I looked into it and I was like looking how to do it. And I was like, I don't have the experience. It would take me a long time to go through a course to create a Shopify store. And so I was like, okay. So I found Rebecca, and she is a Shopify partner. And so she works with Shopify. So like legit works with Shopify to create stores. So, just for peace of mind too, because I did look around and I did see some people that were marketing themselves as Shopify partners or store creators, but they weren't really working with Shopify. So I don't know how legit that was, but I was really grateful to find Rebecca because she has so many great ideas, super transparent, actual Shopify partner, has been doing this for a while. And she can kind of give a little bit of background of just kind of hyping her up for you guys, because she's so amazing. She's been so good to me with all my millions of questions, and some of you that have already signed up for stores, like answering all of your questions. She's just really honest and transparent and has lots of great ideas. And so I am super excited to have her kind of introduce herself a little bit. And, she'll kind of start giving you the rundown of like most commonly asked questions. But you guys, we can see the chat box. I can't see your name, but I can see that there's comments. So if you have specific questions, like now's the time, drop the questions below. If we answer them while we're on, great. If not, then we'll make sure we get them answered before we hop off. And then if you are going to catch the replay, let us know that you caught the replay. But then also, if you have questions that we didn't answer, put those below too, and we can always come back and try to answer the questions for you or get you connected with Rebecca if I don't know the answer, obviously, because I'm not the Shopify person. I'm just here because she's creating an awesome store for me. And so we have the first question, which I'm going to let Rebecca explain, but she's creating an awesome store for me, guys. And I'm super excited for you guys to see it, because it's like an insane, amazing idea that I feel like is super unique and so fitting for me. The first question, after you introduce yourself, and tell a little bit about how long you've been doing this and all the things. Someone said, what even is a Shopify store? So I'm going to let you take that.
Okay, so as she said, my name is Rebecca. I've been working as a Shopify partner since 2016, so February 2016. So a very long time that I have been with Shopify. And if you guys do any research, I'm just throwing this out there. You can always contact Shopify and verify if someone is a partner or not. If they claim that they are, but they're not, please don't work with them. A lot of them just simply don't have access to the tools that they're claiming that they do. Plus, like, let's just say I, for any reason, didn't deliver what I said I was going to for Kristen. I would be in trouble with Shopify, but then Shopify would also help her. So just do your research and make sure that you are working with an actual verified partner before just jumping into something like this. So I know some of you guys do know kind of what Shopify is, or you've at least heard of it. So there is Shopify as a whole is just a host for websites. That's all Shopify truthfully is. So you'll know brands like Tesla and Kylie Cosmetics. Those brands, like big brands like that, still use Shopify as their hosting program. So it is very much a secure platform to build a store through. But what is a Shopify store? Like, what exactly do I do is a big question. So what I do is I build you a dropship-based e-commerce store through Shopify. We host it through Shopify. We use all of their verified apps to integrate, which can then automate you guys. So you have your own brand. So a lot of you are probably coming from network marketing. With network marketing, you're marketing another brand in your own way. But with this, it's your own brand. You can operate it how you want to. You can add the products that you want to. You can market it how you want to, and actually build an audience that is fit to you and not just kind of copycatting people down the road. Now, the great thing about this is it eliminates the costs that most brands are going to have. So you don't have a storefront, so you don't have to pay rent, none of that. You also don't have to worry about inventory or shipping costs or anything like that. So your Shopify store is going to integrate directly to whoever your product supplier is. So let's just say we're building a coffee store, because those are really popular right now. Your Shopify store is going to be an entire brand built to you. So we can go off of the like messy mom vibes for that. And your product labels will reflect it, just like Starbucks has their own product labels. You will too. You're not being a retailer, it's your brand. And the great thing about it is when you come from network marketing, you have the skill sets of a network marketer. You can use that here too, because you can have your own affiliate program. You can create your own MLM through it. You can pay people for their referrals. You can pay them for purchases from their downlines. And you can build your own empire without holding any inventory, never shipping a single product, never having to have conversations with manufacturers yourself. I do all of that for you, and then all of your shipping comes from the manufacturer. So all in all, you have your own brand that I run and manage for you, and you never have to deal with products or shipping or any of those heavy cost things that make a lot of businesses fail in the first 3 years that they're open.
I love that. So you guys, I'm excited because, again, like Rebecca's doing everything for me. I don't have to get on Canva and design any logos. I don't have to come up with any logos. I don't even know what I want. Like, I'm just kind of telling her what I envision. And from that, she's creating, and we're I'm obviously working with her to kind of share what my vision is. If you have no idea what you want to do, she has some topics that you can choose from. You can have a conversation. Like, she's been amazing, you guys. So she'll help you figure out that thing, by you kind of like giving her like your perspective, your thoughts, and she'll kind of guide you, because initially when I signed up, I didn't know what I wanted my store to be. And she's really good, because she got to know me really, really well. And so I was like, I don't know, like I kind of want something. And she's like, yeah, that seems like these options would be best for you. And she was like, hit the nail right on the head. So a lot of you have asked, like, what if you don't have a brand? What if you don't have products? She takes care of that for you. She's going to help you like with your input, and with as little or as much input as you want, help you create that. So you don't have to have anything. You don't have to have an audience. You don't have to have all of these things in place, because she's going to help you, connect with people that will market too. So I have another question. How do people find you, or how do you do advertising for your store? Which is a really good question, because some people will say, oh, we got to do all these ads and stuff. But I really love Rebecca's approach, because she's, again, super transparent. So I'll let you share kind of like how people find the store and how do you advertise the store.
So marketing a Shopify store is made so simple, because there are so many ways to integrate. So you can even integrate a Shopify store into Amazon and let Amazon market for you. You can also use Etsy as a platform and use their traffic to find your store. But there's also a ton of free organic marketing factors that you never have to learn how to do because I'll simply do it for you. So we can get you connected with online publications. We can get an article posted about you with the link directly to your store so they can learn about you, your brand, your products, and then shop directly. We can get you connected to social medias and build your social media audience for you. We can make a blog for you and also do what is known as blog hosting or blog renting, where you just take your own article, your own words, and put it on someone else's blog, because it then gives them exposure in the audience and also gives you exposure in the same audience without having to compete for that space. So you're just collaborating. A lot of people don't understand how powerful blogs can be. They're amazing. You can get so much more from blog posts than you can from paid ads. You can also do paid marketing. So you can pay for influencers. You can have affiliates and give them like a sign-on bonus to really rack up the amount of affiliates to get you going. You can do ads on social media. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, you can do paid ads there. You can do paid ads through Google, through the shopping network. And if you don't know what the shopping network is, it's basically just a huge network of TV channels, social media platforms, and different streams like Google Shopping that you can place one ad and it goes to all of them. So instead of having to learn the skill set to create, launch, manage all of those marketing factors, me and my team will do it for you. And we will lean more so on those free marketing tactics until we really get a feel for who your true audience is and who's already buying and buying easily. And then we will do paid marketing to them. So it lowers your ad costs, but increases your audience dramatically over time. So you're not constantly having to find an audience and find new people. You'll find your true audience in the beginning, will hold on to them and nurture them, and they'll just become repeat buyers. So your income is exponentially growing every single month.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you guys hear that. You don't start with paid advertising. Actually, when I asked this question to Rebecca, she was like, you don't want to start with paid advertising because you don't really have an audience yet for your store. You don't know who's interested. So I really love that. And I mean, all those ideas, you guys, that she just gave of like free marketing. And she's done, obviously, she said she's been doing this since 2016. So she's been doing this a while. So yes. That's what I love. She knows what she's doing. So any other questions, obviously, just continue to drop them below. I know for me, like, well, why don't you give some people some ideas? Because I think people are processing questions. Like, what are some of the topics that you've created really successful stores for?
So the really successful ones, I don't truly like to use the term successful because success does mean different things to different people. But if we're talking like just getting out the gate and making a really good income to where you can replace a part-time job within the first month, you're looking at something within like the fashion industry. So you can do personalized jewelry, you can have your own shoe line. And by your own shoe line, I do truly mean your own shoe line. Like you can design and create your own shoe lines and sell them as limited editions and even get those into branded stores like Foot Locker or whatever. Another really good one is coffee, because coffee is an ever-growing industry. It's multi-billion-dollar industry. People love buying it online. They love being able to do subscriptions to it or become a monthly member to your website to where they pay you, let's just say $50 a month. And every 2 weeks, you send them a random bag of coffee or you send them a new sample pack of your coffee. Those are repeat buyers that aren't having to think that they're actually spending money with you. They just know that it's coming out every single month and they're getting their products and they don't have to keep going and looking for something to buy and convincing them to do so. So anything that's in the fashion industry, so like a kid's boutique, women's clothing, men's clothing can all be really good. The only downside that you're going to see there is if you don't have it set up properly where they have a size chart or a virtual try-on, which we can do for Shopify stores, where you upload a picture of yourself and you can virtually try on the clothes. If you don't have those things in place, you are looking at getting quite a bit of returns or exchanges. So you have to keep that in mind. Some other niches that are really good to get started with are skincare, cosmetics, lashes. You can do like lashes, nails, cosmetics, and skin all in one store. You don't have to limit yourself to just one. So if you are going to go like all in for it, you either want to do something that is heavily targeted to women in their 20 to 40s, or something that can be created into a subscription model, or something that can be a monthly occurring product to sell.
Yeah, I love it. So I didn't know about this whole subscription or membership thing, you guys. And I was like, my mind was blown when I heard about that, because I was like, oh, well, that makes so much sense. You want like recurring revenue, and if people, a subscription makes it so easy for people. So we had another question. So someone asked, is this a paid service for Rebecca? What is that? So obviously we're paying Rebecca for her expertise. Yes. And you do get a discount with the link that I have that I can share with you. I think that I think that she's, well, I'll let you share this about like your timing with taking on clients, and, you know, because obviously you can only take on so many clients at a time, you know, to make sure that the stores are done properly. So.
Right. So I am very strict on the amount of clients that I will take every month. Because if I overbook myself to the point that I can't give you the best service, there's really no point in me taking somebody if I can't deliver. You know what I mean? So I only take max 12 to 15 clients a month. But if I know that a lot of them are getting really heavy stores, so they're wanting to combine a lot of things, I'll cut that back to around 8 to 10. Just so that way I can make sure everything gets uploaded correctly, everything gets installed correctly, and then your marketing will take off from there. So I have recently made a couple of changes to my services. So instead of doing just the standard like 30 days for your automation period, where I go in and do all of your marketing for you and order management and all of that, it is now 90 days, because we have learned that there's kind of a 3-month rule with the marketing, especially with as much marketing as we're doing. So for a 90-day period instead of a 30-day, starting in November, it's $2,500 to do that. So you're getting a full year of hosting paid for on your website. You're getting your entire website done, a full branding package. You're getting product labels created for you. You're getting your orders managed for you. All of your marketing is done, and we pay for your ads. So once you pay that, the only outside cost that you are looking at having to spend is the wholesale cost to your orders. So let's just say I go and buy a pair of shoes from Kristen, and they cost me, I pay her $30 for those. She is getting that full $30 sent to her, and she'll just take like $15 out of it to pay her supplier to package and ship that order out for her. So she's still making that $15 profit, and you won't have to spend that until you have secured that sale 100%. So there's really no big outside costs that you have to pay for. We cover all of your licenses, your domains, your hosting for an entire year. So you don't have to worry about anything. Once that year is over, you're going to be doing just fine, where you aren't going to really have to consider that a big cost to you. So it's $2,500 for the 90 days of marketing plus a year of everything else that you need.
Yeah. So I'm just going to reiterate that, because I was taking notes, you guys, because $2,500 is a really good deal. And you do get the discount with the link that I can share with you, which is, well, I just want to make sure with Rebecca how much that is, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. So how much do they get with the link that I'm going to share with them, just to make sure?
So the discount through your link is going to be $500 off. So if you register through her link, you will only be paying the $2,000 at that point.
Okay. I wanted to make sure, because I wasn't going to give you that much off, you guys, because I didn't know. So anyways, so that's like amazing, you guys. So like you're getting a discount of $500 for the first 90 days. So it's 3 months that you're going to get all the marketing, the website done, the branding, the product labels, the market research, like all the things she's going to find, all the manufacturers, like all of that is all done. Like you don't have to do anything. Only thing you have to do is tell her what you think you want. And she's going to, and if you don't know what you want, then she's going to help you figure that out. But the other thing too, is that she's going to help you get the full year of hosting, license, domain, all the things that you're going to need for like a legit store. So you are in compliance, obviously, and you have all the things that you need to run your store. That is like, I mean, ridiculous steal. I've looked, because I was looking, you guys, actively looking at different people that were saying that they were going to Shopify that do Shopify stores. And I say that in air quotes because some of them weren't legit and I had no idea what I was looking for. So this is why I'm really glad to have Rebecca here because like, I didn't know what I didn't know. Right. And so, you're working with someone that has done this for a long time, that is a legitimate Shopify partner. And I mean, she's not really charging you like anything because her time is valuable. And so I'm just super grateful. So you guys are going to get $500 off with the link that I can share below too. But so I'll share that. But then if you do want, so say after the 90 days, I'm just going to throw that out there because I'm sure people are going to ask this. After the 90 days, say if they're like, okay, this has been great because you're making money now. In the first 90 days, you're gonna turn some profit. What can they do after that? Because I'm sure they could either take it over if they want. I know for me, I've already said this a million times, but I'm like, I'm going to just have Rebecca keep running my store for me after the first 3 months because I know that she knows what she's doing. So what can people do after that first 3 months too?
So after your initial 90 days that comes with what you have paid for in your automation package, there's a few options. So you can either completely take it over yourself and do the marketing however you want to do it, or for an entire year after your 90 days, you can schedule free 1-hour phone calls with myself personally, and I will go over marketing strategies that is best suited for where your brand is at that current time. So if every single month you want to hop on a free phone call with me to go over what's best for your store, you're absolutely welcome to. I would say if you're planning on doing marketing yourself, try to budget at least $800 a month for your ads because we do really heavy, aggressive marketing and you don't want to completely fall off of that. So I would shoot for around the $800 mark for your paid marketing efforts plus your organic. Now, another option that you can do is you can hire me on a month-to-month contract. So you don't have to say that you're going to be there for 6 months and just pay month to month. You can decide every 30 days if you want us to keep marketing, and that's only $500 a month. Now, I know I get a ton of questions about, well, why do we only pay you $500 if we're expected to pay $800 doing it ourselves? So my answer to that is I actually personally pitch in another $500 to match what you're paying me to do your marketing. So you're actually getting $1,000 a month in marketing spend for your store alone. So I do not profit off of you guys in those 30 days. I actually don't profit off of you guys at all. Everything that you pay me goes right back into your business. Every single cent that you send my way goes to your business. And I do that because I also build websites on the side and sell them off to bigger agencies that then resell them. It's just called store flipping. But anyways, I don't profit off you guys. I literally do the most that I can to allow you to create your own brand and find financial freedom that way without having to learn a whole bunch of skill sets or invest an insane amount of money to do so.
Wow, you guys, you're amazing. Okay, so I mean, that's the thing. You can get on a free monthly phone call, which I mean, you guys, she's really nice because I probably wouldn't do that. I love y'all. Away from her family, and doing her things to help you guys. So, like I told you, she's just amazing. So, $800 a month for ad spend. That's if you decide that after the 90 days, you're going to go it alone. Like, because obviously, we're the average person. I would have to spend $800 so I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Right. So otherwise, if you don't want to do that, and you want your store to continue to be profitable and successful, then you can pay her a month-to-month contract of $500. And she's going to match that so that you can get, even more ad spend, but she's also going to do all those marketing techniques that she was doing when she first launched your store in the first 90 days. So whether you choose to do a blog or a combination of, things by partnering with an influencer or whatever the case may be, she's going to continue to do those things for your store month to month. So someone did ask, are you available for the year? Is there a guarantee of sale? So she's available for the first 90 days. And then after that, you can get a phone call with her each month to go over some things, or you can hire her and her team again for $500 a month. Is there a guarantee of sale? So I know that this is asked of you a lot, so I'm going to let you explain that. And then the other question, kind of piggyback off of that, is how soon should we expect to make money once the store is started?
Okay, so I will start by saying I legally cannot give you a guarantee of revenue. So I could give you a random number and tell you that I'll market it until we hit it, but that's not going to do you any good. It's going to put me in a huge liability. So we're just not going to do that. What I will say is I follow data trends and tracking and marketing techniques like crazy. Like the amount of times that I fly to Vegas or to Miami and do big seminars to where I'm constantly learning the most up-to-date way to market for you guys. I do it all the time. Like I'm almost never home. So I am giving you guys the absolute top tier of knowledge without you guys having to do it yourself. That being said, let's just say I launch a store for you. I run it for 90 days and you just barely break even. I've never once had this happen. Never once since 2016 have I had it to where you're barely breaking even. But if that were to happen, we do have the ability to sell your store. The great thing about it is your store is now an asset. It's an actual asset that you can sell as a business. So there's a ton of agencies that we can go to because like I said before, that's how I make my money is selling to bigger agencies. So if you pay me $2,500 or whatever it is, and you just barely make that $2,500 back and you're like, you know what, I'm not feeling it. I don't know if I want to keep going with it. You're not going to hurt my feelings at all. Totally understand where you're at in that place. And then I will connect you with all of the agencies that I know of, and we'll sell your store. Usually, if you have made $2,500 in revenue, you can usually sell it for at least $8,500 to another agency that will then continue on your brand for you. However long it takes for them to get sales, I don't know. You'll no longer be the owner of it, so we'll never see it again. But you will have the option to make your money back and a huge profit just off selling it. That being said, if you own your store for 5 years and something happens or you just want to retire and be done with it, again, you can sell it. The longer your store is active or alive and running, the more money you're going to get out of it, even if it hasn't made a sale in 2 years. Just the fact that it's been established that long, you'll make a really good paycheck off of selling it. So yeah, I hope that kind of answers the guarantee question there.
Yes. Yeah, that was really good. And then obviously this probably you answered, how soon should we expect to make money once started? So obviously, you can't guarantee, but like what have you seen or can you say? I don't know the rules, but.
Yeah, so there is, every single niche that you get into is going to have a different timeline of expectations, which is why if you don't know what niche, like if you're not super passionate about one, please get in a chat with me so I can pair you best with what's going to fit your goals. If that is more the reason that you're signing up rather than passion-based, please talk to me so I can go over the data and show you the trends, and then we can make a decision from there. But just basic on average, this is why I have changed it from 30 days to 90 days of automation. So month 1, you're really just getting your brand out there. You're finding exposure. You're seeing who your audience is. You're really optimizing to push harder in that second and third month. So your first month, you're not going to make a ton of sales. I don't care if it's Black Friday month. I don't care if it's New Year's, your birthday, whatever. You're not going to make a bunch of sales your first month. So I'm not going to blow smoke up your butt and say, well, in month 1, you're going to make all your money back plus some. Likely that's not going to happen. Likely what is going to happen is you're either going to break even or you're going to be looking at around $500 to $750 in profit, not in sales, but in profits. Then month 2 is going to come around. And by then we have an email list. We have a text messaging list. We know who to market to. We know who's reading your ads, what products they're going to, everything that we need to attack them with paid and free marketing and find the best influencers that they're going to listen to and already seek advice from and get them to talk about your brand even more. So then right around that time, again, it's exponential growth. So by month 2, 90% of stores get their entire return on investment back plus some. Now, month 3 is really where you're going to start seeing that money become a little bit more consistent and really start to grow on a regular basis. So month 3, if you have made, let's just say you made $1,500 in sales month 2, month 3, you're looking at doubling it. Whatever you made in month 2, it's a realistic expectation that by end of month 3, you have doubled month 2's numbers.
Yeah. I love that. That's really good. So, so yeah, that's so good, you guys. This is why I'm so excited, right? So, yeah, she's working all of this in the background, you guys. So you're not doing this. She is doing this. She has the contact. She has the marketing experience. She's, setting up all of these things for you guys to market. Like either in the beginning, if you just start joining us, there's online articles, publications, influencers that you can partner with, blog hosting or blog, renting that you can, get clients from. So she's doing all this marketing in the background. You're not doing it. You basically, so someone said, do we literally just keep in contact with you and sit back and watch?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to be hands-on and if you want to learn, you're more than welcome to at around month 3, once everything is stable and we aren't constantly juggling things for your store to make sure that it's going to be stable when we hand it over. I am more than happy to sit down on a virtual chat with you and show you how to do the things that we're doing. That way you can implement them yourself later. So if you want to be super hands-on and learn that, I'm more than happy to teach you so you can be. But if you're somebody that's like, I just want to make money and I don't care how you do it, that's fine too. I have people who will just call me every 30 days and say, hey, I got all my paychecks and I just want to see how it's going. Like, what's up with my store? And I'll talk to them for about 10 minutes and like, okay, just keep it up. And then I don't talk to them for 30 days. So you could be either way. It's totally up to you.
So you guys, so for me, like how I am going to be involved with my store, because I have big goals and big aspirations for my store, is that I'm going to let her do all of her things that she's going to do, like for marketing my store own. And she's kind of shared with me, we've gone back and forth because I kind of altered what I was going to do originally. And so I'm really excited about what we've come up with. I even messaged her last night. I was like, I have a little something to add. But with the store, for me, I want to share it. So I'm going to be sharing, that I have a Shopify store on social media. That's just going to be my own post. So the other people are going to see it. That's not necessarily, that's a way for me to market it, just to get the word out or the brand out, because then I've already had people be like, oh, I know someone that would want that, and they'll share it. So that's how I'm going to be actively doing it. But that's my choice. Like, I don't have to do anything, but you guys know me, right? And you know that I love to share things, and that's just what I do. So I'm going to be doing that. But if you are like, I don't really want to do that, I don't really want to post on social media, I don't really want to tell anyone that I have a store, I just want to let it go, you can do that. And all the things that she said are going to happen, right? I'm just doing this because I want to share. I love to share. I feel like it's so great that I found this, and I know a lot of people are looking for something. And then the other piece I wanted to just add for you guys is that she was talking about your store being a digital asset. So that is a digital asset. That's like a virtual piece of real estate that you guys own, which is huge. So it's another thing that you're adding to your family's portfolio. So when I was looking at a Shopify store, and I didn't realize this initially when I was first looking into it, I was just looking for another income stream, which is great. But this is considered an asset. So in terms of like, you're able to like, pass this down, like you're able to keep this in your family. Like it's a digital piece of real estate that you own. So think of like Amazon, like, it's like a little piece of your own Amazon, but it's Shopify, but it's your own piece of digital real estate. So you own that store, not like a physical building. And so as time goes on, your store is going to be worth more and more money, and people have been able to sell it, depending on the length of time that you've had it. It's a really good asset for you to have. So it's just something to consider if you're looking to expand your investment portfolio, your portfolio for, revenue streams and assets. This is a really good piece to add, because it's something not like network marketing. So someone did ask, how does this work with multi-level marketing products? So from my understanding, and I'm just going to drop this and let Rebecca take over, you can't market a multi-level marketing product on a Shopify store because it's already branded and labeled. You're going to find your own products. But I think what you might have heard was that you could create, if you wanted to, an affiliate program with your own products, or a multi-level marketing company with your own products through a Shopify store if you wanted to do that. I think that's what she was saying, but I'll let you kind of.
So there is kind of a loophole that we can use that Shopify is now allowing. So
I don't know, guys.
You can, but you can't. So The gray area is you can't allow them to check out directly on your site. So what we can't do is you can't send me your link to whatever your MLM company is, and I can't go in and like copy the images and the description and allow people to check out on your store. But what we can do is I can link it to your website. So in the main menu of every website, there's all of the categories of where you can shop. So if you have a boutique, you can click on a link and it'll take you to all of the hats, and you can click on another one, it'll take you to all the shoes. So we can link that directly to whatever your MLM products are, and then they're still checking out through your MLM. So you're getting your credit for it, you're being able to make your sales, it's all being tracked for you. Shopify will allow that. What they won't allow me to do is copy another company's products and then sell it through their gateways. That's a huge legal issue that nobody wants to deal with. But we can link it. So there is a way that if you, like, I have one lady who just signed up with me and she wants to do like fitness and health, but she has an MLM that's already fitness. So she doesn't need her own branded supplements, which you can do. You can get your own branded like health coffee and supplements and all that. But she didn't want to do that. She wanted to link to her MLM, just wanted to add a little flair to it. So we're building her basically a fitness boutique and linking all of her health supplements, skincare, all of that back to her MLM. So that way she's getting best of both worlds. She only has to market one, but she's technically getting marketing for the both of them. So you can do it that way. The second way that you can go about network marketing or MLM building is you can take the brand that I build for you. So let's just say that we're building a coffee brand. You can allow your customers to sign up as an affiliate, or you can allow them to sign up as like an MLM rep where they can build a downline under them. Everybody makes a commission. People can get discounts through that person's link, or you can just have a simple affiliate program where you don't have a downline. It's still the same concept and the same type of marketing. There's just no downline under each affiliate.
Yeah. Wow. Well, you guys, that's kind of awesome. I didn't know that. See, learn something new all the time. So there is the loophole. See, we have the expert.
Yeah, it's a all right thing that they have allowed us to do. Because they tried to tell me that my website was an MLM one time and tried to close my store for it. And I was like, hey, hold on a second. Like, let's go over the policy really quick, because the only thing on my website is services. So like already it didn't make sense. But they did reach out to me and I reached back out, and then we went over the entire policy because of that. And I was like, okay, well, what if an MLM wanted to do it this way? And they signed off on it. They said it was totally fine. There'd be no issues doing that. So straight from Shopify themselves, we are allowed to do that. We just can't allow them to check out through your gateways.
That's awesome. Yeah. So one last question. We're going to take one final question because I was only going to keep this to 25 minutes, but since you guys have so many questions, we want to answer them. But I'm going to take this last question. Again, you guys, if you have more questions and you say we finish this, even if you've asked questions or you're watching the replay and you didn't get your question answered, please just tag me below or say, I have more questions, something along those lines. I will go back through the comments and I will put you in a chat with Rebecca and I so that you can get your questions answered. So don't feel like you're like, oh, well, the live's over and I didn't get all my questions answered. No, we're here to walk you through and get your questions answered because this is like a huge opportunity, you guys. Like I said, I'm super excited about this because it's an asset. It's not just, and it's your own company. Your own company. Like no one can take it away from you. So I'm preaching to some of the MLM people here because, you know, we've been there. So the last question is, this is the fee for one store. So yes, it's the fee for one store. And then the question is, does anyone have more than one store? And does Rebecca run them all? Or is there different fees involved for, I'm assuming they mean like different stores or how many stores you have?
So some of my clients do get really, really into doing automated Shopify stores and they want more than one. So a lot of them will start with like a boutique, but then they want to add coffee or car parts or whatever it is. We don't want to create that in the same website because it messes up all your data and marketing becomes dramatically higher than what we are currently budgeting for. But you can have multiple Shopify stores and use your same email to own all of them. So you can still be the owner for as many as you want. Same as buying a normal like storefront. You can have as many buildings as you want to. They can all be different. They can all be the same, whatever floats your boat. So technically, yes. But if you're doing more than one, it's the same cost for all of them because they all cost the same. Your domain's going to cost the same. Your hosting fees cost the same. The only thing that varies niche to niche is your manufacturer agreements because some require more than others. But your cost stays the same. Mine might fluctuate a little bit. Yours stays the exact same. So whatever you're paying, that's what it is for one store. You can have as many as you want. You can add in a new one every single year, whatever you want to do. But that is the same cost for any specific store.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So it is so that price that she gave earlier is the price for one store. Remember, you do get the discount with my link, $500 off for your one store, but you can add another store. So say down the road, once you're profiting, maybe you want to add another store or another niche. You can have another store or another niche, but it's going to be the same price to set up another store. Because remember, she's not making any money off of that, so we need that money to market your store.
Exactly. Yes.
So yeah. So okay. Well, you guys, I'm gonna let Rebecca go. We've taken up some of her time. I really, really appreciate you. I know she loves doing this because she's just been so amazing, helping me and helping everyone that I've introduced to Shopify because I'm just so excited about this. I just super passionate about obviously multiple streams of income, but something that you own that's an asset that you can turn around and sell later too. Like that's a huge thing that I feel like is amazing. And we all know that e-commerce is growing every single year. It's just after COVID, especially or during COVID, it exploded and it's just going to continue to grow. We see lots of brick and mortars closing down. So it's kind of a really great opportunity to kind of get in now to get a store going, right? So that you can start being profitable with another income stream. And I might even consider having another store now that someone asked that question down the road because, I feel like it's just such an amazing asset. So if you guys have questions, remember, put below, tag me, Kristen, I have more questions and then we'll get you connected and get you answered. But I'm just really excited. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for being on. You're amazing.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Hey mama, real quick before you go, if this episode helped you in some way, or you got value or learned something new from today's episode, or you just feel more inspired right now, the number one way that you can thank me is to leave me a 5-star written review. That is the number one thing I ask for showing up for you guys each week is a quick written review right over on the Apple Podcast app. I'd be so, so grateful. Thank you so much for being here. Just know that you can create the life of your dreams and turn your passion and purpose into your paycheck. Until next time, mama, don't forget, you are called for more.